Welcome to the Viva Vegan Minisode with me, Faye.
And me, Rachel.
So we're going to kick off today and talk about Joey Carbstrong's latest documentary.
Yeah. Pignorant, it's called. It's on Amazon Prime. So if you've got a Prime subscription, you can watch it for free. And it is incredibly eye-opening. So obviously we work for Viva, so we know a lot about what goes on in the animal agriculture industry, including how pigs are killed. But there's even a lot of stuff that I didn't know that I learned from the documentary, and I've worked at Viva for 2 years, so you'd be surprised at how much you can learn. And it's just horrific, isn't it, Faye?
Oh, it's absolutely awful. I mean, we kind of knew a little bit about pig gassing.
Yeah.
But what this documentary does is it really goes into the detail of how everybody has outlined it as cruel, and suddenly there's a huge uptake, and not just in the UK, but this is global.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely horrific. I mean, even back when we were screening Hogwood last year in London, we had a 30-second trailer of some pig gassing, just the noise in that, just the sound of it, and it was absolutely horrific. It's such an eye-opening documentary. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. Joey goes in with his partner, his friend. At one point, they're really worried that they're going to have to leave him behind in one of these factory farms, and you're really on the edge of your seat. It's incredible. It's extremely personal as well for Joey. It's can't rate it enough. It is definitely a must-see, and of course Juliet is featured in it as well from Viva.
Yeah, definitely recommend watching that on Amazon Prime. And I think it's something that if you live with non-vegans or non-vegans that are maybe susceptible to learning about the message, and they say, oh yeah, I love animals, but I still want to eat them. If you make them watch this, I think it would change their mind, because there's such a misconception that pigs frolic around in the field and then they lie down and say, I'm going to die today, and then they become sausages, and that's just obviously not how it works. And I think we've done a lot of work to expose what goes on inside the factory farms and the lives that these pigs live. But what's in a way even sadder is that they live these horrendous, horrible lives, and at the end of these sad existence, they end up just being killed in a way that is graphic and painful. So there's no joy in the pig's life at all. So if you truly say that you're an animal lover and you love pigs, then watch this documentary and go vegan.
Okay, so we're going to move on to something a little lighter now.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a vegan packed lunch.
Yeah, it was for a child's birthday party, and the mum of the person who was having the party made this really nice little vegan lunchbox up, and they put a vegan Kit Kat in there and a vegan chicken, but obviously it wasn't real chicken, little sarnie. And it basically went viral, and I think it was the mum of the child who was receiving the vegan lunchbox couldn't believe how popular it had gone online, and it sparked quite a lot of debate as well. I think
some of the comments were hilarious. A lot of people were just like, how dare you inflict this upon your child? This is child abuse. Stop pushing your agenda. And you're like, okay, let's calm down a minute. Let's look at the facts here.
Yeah.
And, it's the best thing you can do for yourself and, of course, for your children.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we know a lot of, obviously, vegan parents, don't we, who've got kids and adopted children as well. And they're really healthy. They're not fainting. They're not passing out, just as we're not.
Yeah.
It was a lovely story. It was very heartwarming as well, because the parents had taken the time to obviously look at how to do it, and they'd made up the lunchbox in a way that it didn't appear any different to the other kids. Yeah,
kudos to the parent who made the lunchbox up, because I think it'd be very easy for them to just say, I don't know what to make for this vegan child, can you bring something for them? But, making something up and so the child didn't feel excluded, I think was really nice, and a little bit of kindness in this world.
Which we needed. The amount of time, how many times have you been asked if bread was vegan?
Oh, in the hundreds.
Hundreds of times, yeah. Pasta, can you eat that?
Crisps, another one.
All of it.
Although not all crisps are vegan, as we know, because some of them, for some reason, have milk powder in.
They just love sneaking that in, don't they? The amount of times you're like,
So, Faye, there was an article in our favourite, the Daily Mail, the other day, which was very interesting, and it said that going vegan can actually improve the sex lives of men.
That's true, and the article itself was it came from a sort of sad place in terms of people taking medications.
Yeah.
Men who are on medications, obviously your libido can get sapped as a side effect, and especially with something like prostate cancer or cancers generally, when you're taking that medication.
Yeah.
Obviously one of the side effects is a libido loss. But interestingly, to the men out there, the research found that by limiting your dairy and meat intake and increasing the kind of intake of fruit and vegetables, and following a vegan diet, their libido increased by 11%.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And we do know overall that, not linked to this, but just generally, that vegans do have better sex drives, don't they?
Yeah, we see it quite a lot in the Daily Mail and other such tabloids which do exist. which are always talking about vegans are the best in bed, vegans are the best lovers. So
It's true, isn't it? Let's
very
be
in keeping
honest.
with the fact that it's been Valentine's week.
Indeed, it has. Yes, we've just had Valentine's Day, and I think it's safe to affirm that that is just fact, isn't it?
Yeah.
We are joking, but there have been studies. 2020, there's a really good article actually by one of our in-house writers, Nick Hallows,
Yes.
that came out recently, which was all about how following a vegan diet does actually improve your sex drive. You've got a longer duration. You're generally up for it more, and who doesn't love sex with a vegan? Quite frankly. So we've put the little link to Nick's blog post in there, so take a read.
Yeah, make sure you check it out.
And just before we sign off, we're really excited to kind of promote the new podcast series. We've got so many amazing guests on there.
Yeah.
It's really, really good this season. Particular highlights for you, Rachel?
Shameless self-promotion, but interviewing Emma Hackinson from Collective Fashion Justice was absolutely amazing. But yeah, we've got some real big sort of A-lister vegans coming up, so it'll be really, really good.
I was actually going to say that I was really excited to see Emma Hackinson, but Rachel obviously interviewed her and got in there first. So yeah, shameless self-promotion indeed. That's going to become live on the 1st of March, and that will be across YouTube, all the usual spots like iTunes, Spotify, everything else on our website, of course. And then we've also done really great health and fitness series as well, which will just be on YouTube.
Yeah, it's something a bit different for us. We decided that we want to dismantle the narrative that vegans are weak and lazy and fainting all the time, and we know that that's not true because otherwise we'd never get any work done. But we decided to dismantle this narrative, and we interviewed lots of what I would describe as incredibly strong vegans.
Oh yes.
Okay, that's about it for today. We're going to be back next month with another Minisode when we'll be bringing you all the latest news and gossip from the world of veganism.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next month.
See you next month. Bye.
Bye.